Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Cheyenne. Today, I did announce, well, I guess in my last video that I posted sometime last week, I think about a week ago, or Monday. Maybe it was Monday. I don't know. My days are blending. But I had announced that I was going to kind of take my channel in a different direction than just kind of like daily mom life. I'll incorporate that still somewhere in the mix, but I really wanted to put my focus on Disney, specifically Disneyland. If anybody that does not know me, I am a huge Disney fan. It's a problem. My husband knows it. He knew it when we started dating. We had season passes or annual passes for a long time until COVID hit, and then we used to go like on the weekends. So we are very, well, I am a very big Disney fan. He is by default. You okay? Yeah? Okay. Miss Bella is having a fun time with her cousins right now, but she's also snacking on an apple, so she comes in when she wants to. She runs this house, we already know. But back to the main reason of this video. So we are moving in the direction of, I wanted to kind of give like some tips, I guess like hacks, stuff, just to pretty much help navigate Disneyland and DCA or Disney California Adventure with kids. So me and my husband, we could do both parks in one day and do everything we want. It looked a little different when we went last October for our first trip with Bella. She was about, gosh, just shy of 11 months. We did a weekend in October. It was a couple weeks before Halloween. So it was busy, I will be honest. That is one thing that I did put in my notes, was that one thing we will not do next time is go on a weekend during a holiday season. During the weekday probably would have been fine, but the weekend... Okay, I think we're done with the interruptions for now. We'll see. I'm sure she'll be back shortly. So we did our first trip back in October, and we went on a weekend. That was a mistake. Personally, we knew better, but we got to go with family. And so to have Bella experience Disneyland with our family and watch them, see her have a great time with parades, all the lights, the attractions. She was a little indifferent about the rides. We would take her on a few, or we did take her on a few. We went through Inside Out. The whole time we were spinning like around, she had no expression on her face. Wasn't scared, wasn't like, woohoo, like this is great, laughing, nothing. The ride stopped, meltdown central. And I was just like, but you didn't look like you liked it, so what is happening? So she was like that on a few different ones. We did also do Monsters Inc., which she did enjoy. She laughed a little bit in it. And then we did Winnie the Pooh. And then my husband and I did Cars Land, or Radiator Springs Racers. We didn't do like rider swap, which I do want to experiment with next time we go, because we're planning our next trip with just the three of us. So we just did single rider since we had like other family with us too. And then same thing for Web Slingers. We did single rider, I think, for the two of us, and we each went with like a group of the family. So it was really fun. I would have liked to do a few more rides, but again, it was a weekend. It was so busy, and we just did not have time to do all of it in 2 days. I guess as I was saying, I wanted to do some more rides, but again, being a busy weekend in October, it just was not going to happen. Even with Genie Plus or like Lightning Lane, a lot of stuff was very long. Just the waits were long. There were a lot of people. I will enter, thank you, my love. I will enter in some footage as well of our trip, just to kind of like, I guess, go over like a short little reel or small video. Can I see those back again? Thank you. You're so sweet. You're the best. Yeah? I'm glad she knows she's the best. Okay, so we went over rides. I'm just looking at my notes because I knew that if I just tried to kind of like film the video, I was never going to get through it all, or I was going to miss some stuff. Knowing that I am filming while Bella's awake, there's a lot that I don't get away with much. So, overall, the trip, we enjoyed it. We have great memories. I would like to think that because of the YouTube channel Pixie Dusted Mom, which is Ashley Wright, and then Becca Hart, their stroller setups that they do for Disney World, if you have not checked out their channels, check them out. I binged those before we went to Disneyland, and I just kind of applied like the stroller setup necessities for Bella, what we would need, exactly how they would do it on there. So it's really not much different than my regular stroller setup. Like I had like a little extra like basket on the side that you can like Velcro on. And then we did bring our jogging stroller because they have like the real bike tires, and it was a smoother ride going down Main Street. It's like all cobblestone. Then you also have the sorry, getting a phone call. It was going over the cobblestone, and then you also have the train tracks, or I guess I guess you could say like the little rails in the middle. If you've been to Disneyland, which I think everybody has at this point, you know what I'm talking about. So that was really nice. The only thing that I didn't really like is that it's not like compact. So when we go next time, I'm going to bring our Juvie Cooper. I believe we have the Cooper. I did a review video on it, so I can link that below. Clearly, I'm just getting my footing for YouTube. Trip was great. We had a good time. She had a good time. We stayed. You got keys? Yeah, we stayed technically off property, but it was at the Tropicana, and it was literally across the street from like the main gateway of Disneyland. So it was a 3-minute walk, I think. I don't know exactly. It was like 3 to 5 minutes. Super easy. It was extremely reasonably priced, which was really nice. Every time my husband and I have gone to Disney, we have not stayed on property. I've stayed in the Grand Californian once when I was in high school. My dad made a trip and we did the Grand Californian. You pay for what you get because it is extremely luxurious. If we could stay there every time, I absolutely would because it's gorgeous. The customer service at Disney in general is wonderful, but like they're probably on the level of like Four Seasons. It's almost like they know what you need before you can even think of what you need. And they're like, here you go. So Grand Californian was a wonderful experience. I am dying to stay at the Disneyland Hotel, but more so, they are reimagining, oh gosh, Paradise Pier Hotel, I think it was called, but I only see it as like Pixar Hotel now. But they are reimagining it as Pixar. I believe it should be done this fall. So I think we may push our trip out a little bit towards Bella's birthday. Maybe I'll make a trip before that. I don't know. Everything's up in the air right now. So, but yes, we have usually stayed off property no more than about half a mile away. And I think there's only been one time that I've taken like the tram from a hotel that was not walking distance. It was like 2.5 miles from the park, and with how much you walk in the park, you don't want to walk 2.5 miles before you actually get into the park. It was fine. There really weren't. We were the last stop. That's how far down we were, and that was a couple of years ago. I think in like 2018 when I went with a couple of friends, but every time my husband and I went together when we were like in our dating phase, we'd go for like a quick weekend while I had a break with school, and we would just stay off property. We would just walk in. Okay, so yes, hotel, you can stay off property. You don't get like the early entry. That was one thing that we got with staying at the Grand Californian. You get in, and the Grand Californian has their own entrance into DCA, California Adventure, which is really cool. The part that the Grand Californian goes through, because it's more of like a, if you frequent Disney World, I would say it's probably along the lines of like Fort Wilderness. Beautiful outdoors portion. You like walk through like these massive redwood trees and stuff before you get to the park. So like before it actually looks like a theme park or an amusement park, it looks like you're outdoors, and so it's really, really nice. Extremely peaceful. You can still use that entrance during normal hours. You can access it still through the Grand Californian, but you do not get the early entry with it. So staying on property does give you that bonus of early entry, which if we stay at the Disneyland Hotel or Pixar, I don't remember what they're calling it exactly. I think it's just like Pixar Hotel or like Pixar Pal Hotel, something like that. I will make a video about it and see how we do with early entry. Okay, I feel like I'm losing my decent lighting. I don't know. So things that we would do differently on our next trip moving forward. Don't go on a weekend, especially right now because it is summer vacation. If you can make the weekdays work, make them work. And then I would say we would use Genie Plus at least for Disneyland itself, if not for both California Adventure and Disneyland. And they did just change Genie Plus to where it's on a like day rate basis, so almost kind of like peak pay, all that kind of stuff. We would utilize obviously rider swap if it's just the 3 of us going. And then we actually did not do any character meet and greets. I dropped the ball on that one. I really wanted her to meet some of the characters, especially like Mickey and Minnie. But I think now that she's at an age where she's interested and like Mickey's on TV or like certain characters she sees, then I think now she'll have a little bit of a better time or just more fun getting to meet those characters. But I don't know, she might freak out. We will see on our next trip. And lastly, the Disney Junior Dance Party in California Adventure. I've been to this dance party when I didn't have Bella, and it's a lot of fun. It's like a little kid's rave. Like, characters come out, they're dancing with you, and then they have like bubbles that come from the ceiling and stuff, and the music. It's so interactive. It's so fun. Bella loves to dance. I work at a dance studio as a tumbling coach. She hears music all day. She sees people dance all day. She absolutely loves an environment like that. So that is on the top of my list next time that we go. But as far as our first trip went, that is really it. I know it was kind of short, sweet. We did only spend 2 days. I think 2 days back to back was plenty for us. We also did not pay for a park hopper with Bella. We just figured 1 park per day. Oh, last thing I wanted to announce was that I did put together a budget template. So I am working on getting that set up in like a shop. I don't know if it's going to be like Etsy or Instagram, but if you would be interested in that, go ahead and leave a comment down below, like the video, and subscribe for when I post about releasing that. Just figuring out the logistics behind it. I have it all done. I just want to figure out how I can sell it, get it off to everybody very quickly. And that's pretty much it. My next video will probably be kind of navigating through the budget template. So if you are interested in that, again, follow for more. And I guess at this point, I will catch you guys on the next one. See you later.